All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Aesop Grimm here, and this is a continuation of my, I guess, preparation for Bannerlord War Sales. So where we are at today, after having done an entire video that had just the trimmed down, highly edited version of all the training I've done with my companions, we're about to do something drastic. What is going on here? Oh, I'm sitting on top of a bunch of different party leaders. I was looking at this shield being like that. These are multiple shields all turned into one. They're not. They're just, it's our companion leaders. Our party leaders are stacked on top of each other. But speaking of that, we have 645 troops. We just finished up the war with Sturgia. They're no longer up here. We've made peace with them. And we just started, you can see zeros all across the board. We just started a new war with the Northern Empire, and I am going to break our army up. Well, why? Why would you do such a thing, Aesop? Well, because I need to learn about stuff heading into war sales, and I am really kind of hyper-focused on how to get companions leveled up and in an expedient manner. I'm having a heck of a hard time getting their combat skills leveled. So we're going to disband. No, sorry. So I disbanded my army. Next, we are going to go to parties, and we're going to disband our parties. Holy smokes, what are you up to, Aesop? Well, I don't really know, to tell you the truth. I'm just trying to figure some things out. But I went through and I tried to with like a couple weeks left, I want to start trying various mods out, and with a hyper focus on companions and getting them first, finding higher quality companions and getting them leveled up. Well, so there were a number of mods out there I wanted to try out. Distinguished Service is the biggest one. Education was another one. Arena Overhaul, because it allows you to have your companions enter into practice fights. None of those worked. I would imagine because we're on the 1.3 beta, and because when you're in betas, Tail Worlds is making a lot of changes, so it's kind of like, for a lot of mod makers, that's a high potential for wasted effort. You get your mod ready for 1.3, and then Tail Worlds 2 weeks later drops 1.3.1, and it breaks your mod, and so people are waiting, I think, for the most part. So I was only able to find 2 mods that worked, and that was Useful Companions and RTS Camera Mod. And when it comes to Useful Companions, I'm having a hard time seeing what all it brings to the table that's different than vanilla. But from the reading that I did, it looks to me like really more so than bringing new stuff to the table, it is about enhancing things that are already in the game. So we're going to play with this mod for a while and see if over time we notice, I don't know, quality of life improvements, I suppose. And just kind of see how that goes. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to measure this. But let's see, go to the Tavern District, ransom prisoners. What can you do? Out of curiosity, you are good at stewardship and medicine. 28 years old. Trash at combat. All right, well, we don't need you. I'm maxed out on my companions as it is. That was more of a curiosity thing. Let's see here. We are going to enter into the trade screen. I'm going to butcher these animals for the meat. Sell everything else. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to make sure that we have the various food groups. Meat is at 28, okay. There we go. Okay, oh, back into trade, sorry. We're gonna go ahead and put our people back onto mounts. And I'm gonna go ahead and, I got money to burn, so I'll even give them nice saddles. And we're going to try and run some fights against anything from packs of looters and various levels of bandits to full army conflicts with the Northern Empire. I don't know, not army. I'm saying that the wrong way. I need to get my terms right. Warband conflicts. Our little group here, I mean little, you know, versus theirs. But we're not an army. Let's wait here for some time and recheck. Still regrouping. Okay, Mizam is at Axe Hall. Come back to our party. Akenya, come back to our party. And Taya, come back to our party. So Gudenhelda has flown the coop. And is wherever she's going, it's a long ways away. Okay, what about now? Staying at Galen. Alright, come on back. There we go. At 265. So, okay, we just had some people arrived. So my focus here in these next several videos leading up to the release of the actual DLC is just to try and incorporate any mods I can find that look applicable that I might use when the DLC drops. Now, obviously, for anyone who's been playing games for a while, you probably already know this, but maybe there's some people out there that don't. When that DLC drops, there's a strong chance that almost none of these mods are going to work. We also don't really know what all they're going to incorporate into the base game that have been covered by quote-unquote must-have mods, like RTS camera, for example. We don't know that for sure. But after that DLC drops, give it a few weeks, and a number of mods will come online, and we'll just kind of find out what do we want to use. And I'm just trying to put myself in a position right now to be familiar with some mods that help out in areas that I know have been a little bit difficult for me or are a frustrating experience or something like that. And we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what happens when the DLC drops. And how that experience might change. Oh, also, I probably didn't show you guys, but while I was garnering the raw footage to make those music videos with, Good and Helda popped out a couple more kids, Lisa and Sicard here. So I don't really know exactly what age they are, but they can't be. They're like months old. So let's since we're on this screen, Let's go ahead and assign everybody. Now, with that Useful Companions mod loaded up, you don't see the portraits anymore, but they are there. So if we select this, we just have to mouse over it, and I'm looking for Akenya. Here she is, Steward level 153. And my Scout is already Bellows Breath. My Surgeon is going to be Good in Helda. She's 251 in Medicine. And my Engineer will be Taya. He's 118 in Engineering. So we'll hit done for that. We'll open up our party. Now that Akenya is in charge of stewardship, our maximum number of people that we can carry has dropped significantly from Aldrich's skill level. So we can only carry 248. That's going to come out to roughly, I don't know, it was something like 82 people per division, I think. Okay, a little bit more than that. Give me one of these back, give me one of these back. And drop on the crossbowman. That's what I'd like to have. Okay, we're gonna hit done. So now, just to establish a baseline, and we can show off the RTS mod some, and no, I'm not an expert at that. That's one of the reasons I loaded that mod up. I need to relearn that mod. I used it back in the day whenever I first bought this game, and did one or maybe it was 2 Chronicles on my channel. This was pretty close to whenever I started my channel, so it's really old. But I haven't used it since then. And then we'll also just, I think, over time, we'll see maybe what the Useful Companions mod is bringing to the table. In fact, am I able to speak with any of them? I think I saw something that said it enhanced dialogue.
I await your orders.
Okay, I don't see anything new there. Okay. Fair enough. Now, I want just a pack of regular looters. Where am I going to find them at? I tried to load up improved garrisons also, and so I think it was called, it was something like advanced or expanded party orders or something like that. All of those were causing crashes. I tried, gosh, the Botanians are hyperactive on controlling their looters. How come we can't be the same? What was I saying? I'm so sorry. I'm trying to keep a train of thought here. Education. That mod is neat. I've used it before. Long time ago, so I don't remember how to use it, but the concept is really interesting. You gotta learn how to read, and then you can buy books and scrolls that teach yourself and your guys new skills. And for your companions, the person with the highest level in a particular skill will train the rest of the people in your group. It's real neat, but it caused all of these mods caused crashes. So couldn't use them. All right, so one of the very best things, one of my most appreciated things for RTS camera mod, doesn't have anything to do with the main aspects of the mod. It's just the fact that you can see your dots better. So like at nighttime or in low light conditions, they show up better. So I'm just moving people around here just to kind of show that off. This mod will allow you to queue instructions up also. Oh, whoops. Got to form a group 4. Yep. Okay.
Soldier, after me!
Alrighty, we're gonna get on out there. I was probably talking about something and lost my train of thought, and I don't remember what I was talking about. But we'll see how things affect. Now, if I press L key, I have all these different options, right? That I can assign hotkeys and toggle things on or off. One of the things this mod does is that if you get knocked out, you can take over as... Well, you can switch to watching it from the perspective of any... I think it's any of your companions. And then if you press the hotkey again, which I believe it's set to E, you can... you can actually command through them. Alright, so I just took their capability of using ranged away. So they're going to go melee only. I'm just going to try and keep them clean. I couldn't quite get that one free. I had the wrong... yep, she went down. So we lost Ellie. I think Akania just almost got right there. I hate looters. Which one are you? Who didn't hell to gain the level? I don't remember who you are. That might have been Davelin. So I did something like this off camera. I tested it with the mod and I tested it without the mod, and I couldn't see really any differences. Now that doesn't mean that the mod's not doing its job. I think we're going to have to use this mod over time to see. I think it's probably enhances how they do their jobs, how much money we get from them whenever they lead their own parties, things kind of like that. But one of the positive things that I've seen, I think, from testing it with and without the mod, I was able to really isolate it down. And we're going to bring this screen up, and I think you're going to see, like, there's a marked difference in how much they've improved. And that is a result of the training we've done. They're just better warriors than they were at the beginning of last video. So they're getting more kills, and I'm going to mouse over to see exactly how much they've ranked up. You're going to see some of them in all likelihood, some of them have jumped up quite a bit. So Akania had 4 kills. Davlin had 5. Ellie had 2 before she got knocked out. Gudenhelda had 7. Mizm had 7. And Taya had 6. And when it comes to the level ups, Kania went up 4 in her sword. We got a plus 12 here to polearm for Davlin. We have plus 2 to polearm for Ellie. And remember, she got knocked out early. And Mizm, wow, look at that, plus 22 to polearm. So I don't know why Bellows Breath. Oh, because I took ranged off, and he doesn't have anything else. So he just kind of rode around on the outskirts. So those numbers are much bigger than what we were seeing in the montage videos that I put together for you in the last episode, for the little music videos that I did. And the only thing I can come up with is that the cumulative effect of leveling up that was reached by the end of the last video, we're seeing that play a role right now. These were some big jumps. I didn't see anything remotely close to this in the last video. And like I said, I tested this with the Useful Companions mod and without it. And I'm pretty sure that it is not Useful Companions that's kicking those numbers up, because I had pretty strong numbers without it also. Like, they were in the same ballpark. The distributions were different players got different amounts of kills and stuff like that, but the amount of people, the overall kill count in general, even though it might have been distributed amongst different names, was about the same. And the kind of big jumps in leveling was real similar. Like, this time around, I had a plus 22. That's a lot. My previous high was plus 15. So I don't think it's we're going to leave all this here for we're not getting the XP because Acania doesn't have that. Okay, that's fine. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't the Useful Companions mod making the difference there. I think it was the training that we accomplished in the last video. So let's look here. Davlin, we'll give him Braced because it's a personal trait and a captain trait. So both of those will come into play for him instead of just one. I kind of think I like this more than I like this, but it's like minimal. And having these two makes it a no-brainer versus just having this one. There we go. And then we'll look at Mizm. And we'll do the same for him. Yeah. Do the same for him. We'll go through here and see if there's anyone with focus points. Yep, here's one right here, Gudenhelda. Now look at this. See how low she is? And she's just got 1 point into vigor. So now if I go into one-handed and I plus that up, she's not getting anything out of that. So I've got to reset it now. We'll go here instead and give her a plus, and that's going to jump her up a lot more. Okay, so let's go back to Davlin and just select this again. Go back to Mizm. Select the same thing. Is there anybody else with focus points? I don't see anyone. What about attribute points? No. Okay, so we're done. Okay, let's hit this group right here. And then we will probably just go seek out like a regular army. I'd like to get a daytime fight. It's still too dark. There we go. Okay. Make sure we back this off. So it's just my companions in here. And I guess it's early morning. Got a early morning sky here. Man, that's pretty. That is really, really pretty. Out this way. And I guess this time around, so that Bellows Breath can maybe get some shots in also, we will allow them to utilize their ranged.
Warriors, at them!
We'll go ahead and tell them to attack. Now that is probably going to put my melee troops at a little bit more risk because there's fewer of them going into the fray. Oh, I didn't hit him. Wow. 14 points for Gudenhelda and Polearm. Really? That's a big jump. She got that off one kill. Uh-oh. I couldn't get in there. Somebody's caught. Looks like they got out. Vlandian sharpshooter.
Old arrows!
Stop kill stealing sharpshooters with your extensive range. Okay. Alright, now we're just running them down. I'm gonna let that happen. That was a solid hit, man. 26 damage. I also noticed, guys, if you look down there at the bottom left, extra damage from skills, perks, and effects. So, when you take the charge skill, like I did, in the riding perk tree, it would behoove you. I don't know to what degree, but it might behoove you to go with a blunt weapon. So and grab perks that enhance things like axes, and I think axes and maces are always in one category and swords are in another, and go with that blunt damage, and then you might actually get some pretty massive numbers from charging into enemies. I'd like to maybe, give that I'd like to experiment with that sometime. All right, let's look at what happened here. Well, the kill count is lower, right? But, I mean, it's pretty even distribution also. That's why. We didn't have really any standouts. So, Acania had 3 kills, Davlin had 3, Ellie had 4, Gudenhelda had 5, Mizam had 3. Ogrnand is just not getting any kills. And Taya had 4. I need to just double check and make sure he's riding with me. And if we look here, we got a +1, a +5, a +1, a +29 to polearm for Gudenhelda off of 5 kills. And a +6. So those are pretty significant jumps, I would say. Ellie got carved up here. Well, she was also recovering from wounds. Refuse knowing the separate rituals. No, we can grant their request. Hit done. Okay. Come up here. And Gudenhelda. 2% damage to polearms while mounted. 2% damage by cavalry troops in your formation. Well, yeah, that's going to be the no-brainer because she's always mounted. This other one is made for people like Davlin. Okay. And, any skill points or anything, attribute points, attributes and focus. No. All right, so we'll get rid of stuff. And you can see Acania is going up in stewardship. Crush Finger Tharos. Ransom prisoners. And trade back whatever I can. Take a look at food. It looks like we're missing some things. What am I missing? I have grain. I'm getting low on fish. They have a whole bunch of fish. There, we'll get 50 of them. Grapes, we'll stock up more on that. Olives I'm missing. Take all of those. Take all the butter. Grab some of the meat. Cheese. Grab all the date fruit and all the beer. Okay. All right, making our way up into the conflict zone. Looks like we defeated a Northern Empire army. Caravan, looters. $874. Well, we do have our people showing up. 2, 4. We got about 600. I think they're going to be able to get it before it's safe for us to attack. Let's try right here, maybe. We'll save over temp. Okay, well, it favors us. It's pretty close. They got a few more numbers, but apparently we got better quality troops. Okay, well, I need to go up there and find out what the situation is. Do they gotta come to me, don't they? I need to ride forward and just confirm that, because we got other troops that are not ours going forward, and they could be riding to their slaughter. It looks like they are coming towards us. Okay. You're gonna come up here. You're going right there. I want to bring you to... It doesn't matter what side they are now. When it comes to Cav, they are firing javelins and stuff from no matter what direction they're on, so you can place them wherever you want.
Keep formation! Soldier! Keep close!
Okay, we got skirmishers here. Here, actually, can I send my... Yeah, go get him. Go get him, guys. We don't want to let them hang around. They'll kind of pick us to pieces. Ah, I can't believe I missed that guy. What? I'm so upset. 130 damage. Okay, how are we doing over here?
Arrows! Stand apart! Stop shooting!
Don't shoot yet.
Soldiers! Form a shield wall!
Oh, okay. I ran right into their main lines. That's so horrible. I need to get my troops out of there. God, my troops are gonna get beat up. I'm nervous about that. I'd really messed up.
Come with me!
This is my guy, isn't it? No. Okay. Okay, here come my dudes. I'm gonna drag my guys right through there. Yeah. Well, which is, I guess, good. Get you back over here. I need to be able to target E17 there. Okay. Okay. And I just turned my companions loose as well. I forgot that my bowmen were on hold fire, so they are now opening fire. Oh, I couldn't get to them. Feels like I'm losing. No, wow, we're beating the heck out of them now. Or maybe I had reinforcements show up. I think that's what it is. I can't find anybody to hit, boys. Uh-oh. God, target. Okay, I couldn't target them, right? That's Bannerlord's default system, which I like. But RTS camera gives you an option to middle mouse over a unit and it targets them. So that's what I ordered. I hope that my cav comes to take out these archers. I don't know if it worked or not. Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm almost dead. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm done. Doggone it. Do you want to control troop after death? Yes. Okay, how about this guy? It looks like my guys are back here. Shoot. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, I'm this guy right here. Okay. Oh no. Oh, we're getting decimated. This guy's really tall. Oh, he's mine. Okay. Do I have any arrows left? Well, crossbolts? Apparently not. I don't know how I missed him. Maybe he's mine. It's hard to tell. I don't even know which direction to go. Okay. So RTS mod has allowed me to do some things that I would normally not have the opportunity for. Man. Oh my god. I don't know how we're winning, man. Look at this. I am just brutalized everywhere. Outnumbered. But it says that we're winning and winning big. God. This is a little bit like Service Soldier. I do kind of like that it gives you a little bit of taste of that. It's not under great conditions. It means that your hero guy got knocked out, but God, man, I just feel like we're getting completely overwhelmed. I don't understand how it's saying we're winning. It won't let me play as anybody else. No allied troop to control. Oh, does that mean that Aldrich's entire group was destroyed? Alright, we're gonna fast forward. Why aren't you guys doing anything? I mean, there's fighting going on out there. Oh my god. So, we win, but it was awful. It was awful. We had 215 kills, only 46 deaths, but 202. Yeah, we lost everybody. That's 248. 46 dead, 202 wounded. So 6 kills for me, 4 for Ellie. We did have level ups even without kills. Let's look at that. +1, +2, +1, +1, +1, +4, and +7 for Taya. You are my prisoner now. 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 Take whatever we can. And I suppose we can plus up like that. Okay. I guess we should level up as well. And I don't know. Go with swordsman. Just kind of want to be quick and dirty about this, not being super careful about how I distribute everything. Yes. And oh, that's all, huh? Yeah, I need it all because I can't turn it in for XP because Acania doesn't have that. Okay, let's go to Gersigas. Request entry, continue. Go to dungeon, donate prisoners, and just hand them everybody. Yeah. Okay, I probably should have just gone ahead and taken all those prisoners. We will come back to Sionin and sell. Man, we're beat up. That was tough. That was my first action against Imperial armies. I didn't manage it very well either. I don't think I have anybody. Nope. Let's trade. Okay. 33,000. Let's take a look at our characters. Scanning for any focal points or attribute points. Yeah, it looks like it's a no. Now, one of the things that the Useful Companions mod is supposed to be doing for us, and I believe I saw this too, is it's letting a guy like Mitch, who is governing a castle, also gain experience from doing his governing job. And so he'll get points. just by sitting there and governing. And that is because of the Useful Companions mod. Okay, well, let's make a pit stop at Abkhmer Castle and see if we can pick up some more troops. We're at about 45 minutes, so I'll try and top off on troops and we'll see if we can find another fight to get into. And this will probably be what we're doing for the rest of the time between now and the release of War Sales, is just trying to find out, I guess, how to use what the mod is doing, what Useful Companions specifically. I understand what RTS is doing. I just need to practice it and kind of learn what else I can do with it. I get familiar with it, right? But understanding what exactly Useful Companions is doing for me would be nice. But overall, outside of the mods, just with the game itself, it's getting my companions into a good position. Already from Tactical Enlightenment, I believe I recruited wrong. I prioritized social and intelligence skills, and I should have got killers, because whenever I put these guys in charge of their own parties, they automatically level up pretty quickly. They're like the opposite of me. Whenever I make my character, I want to dump. Whenever I create a character, my theory is to dump a lot of points into, especially on the attribute point end, into social and especially intellect, and then focus on things like stewardship, leadership, medicine, things like that. But for a companion, I think you want to do the opposite. And I'm getting this from Tactical Enlightenment. You want a person who is high in their combat skills, because when you put them in charge of a party, they're going to level up pretty rapidly, actually, when it comes to stewardship and leadership. I read another on a forum. I wish I had the guy's name so I could give him credit, but I read that he does a system where he does like Tactical Enlightenment. He hires people that are good at combat, and then he makes them captains and stuff, and then eventually for the ones that he wants to be a party leader or a governor, either one, he puts them in charge of a caravan and lets them run around and level those bottom 2 row skills up through trade, and then he'll put them in a position like either as a party leader or as governing a castle. So there are like these different methods you can use, but everybody seems to agree that getting the combat skills leveled up for companions is the gnarly part. That's the difficult area. So it's better to go out there and hire warriors and then turn them into administrators than the other way around. All right, how are we sitting on? Let's sort this by type. We have 32, 33, 34 Vlandian sergeants. So give me 6. Okay. Give me... Well, you don't have any, whatchamacallit, you don't have any crossbowmen. And also, you don't have any cavalry. Okay. Let's look at Managed Castle. He could be plussed up here. I think he's working just on one thing. Mason. And then he'll be finished. Everything will be maxed out here. I'm going to keep him on irrigation. We'll hit done. Let's run over here to Veron Castle. Well, I guess since down here we can grab some recruits. Grab all those guys. 223 of 252. Okay. We still have over 100 people wounded. Recruit. So this running around that I'm doing is actually kind of beneficial for us, because I have a perk that the more we move around, the faster we heal. And we need to recover. Get rid of, I think, maybe the infantry specialists. There we go. Okay, we're at our max. Go ahead and head out to Veron Castle. And we will fight one more Imperial army before closing this video out. Just kind of watching down here. Kenya is moving up in stewardship. I'm looking to see if governors show that they've improved. I don't think I need to manage the garrison here. Yeah, we don't care too much about that. But managing castle, this guy is struggling. Look, he's a class 1 on just about everything. I'm going to remove this and have him work on roads, farmlands, granary, craftsman's quarters, and Castellan's office. He's at 11 construction bricks right now. Give him some money. That bumps it up to 33. So it's going to take him 19 days. This guy's just not nearly as good as Mitch is. So it takes him longer. But hopefully with this new mod, he will begin to improve over time. So we'll hit leave and we'll head back into the conflict zone. $70 wounded left. Gudenhilda should be leveling up, possibly in medical as well, because she's our medical officer, but she is already quite high, so it'll take a lot. Kenya has leveled up in stewardship. Double the morale bonus for having diverse food in your party. Well, here's a double quartermaster. I don't think she's going to be a governess. So I'm going to give her this one. Oh, Lucan. Do you want to brawl? Save as, let's save over the temp.
That's close enough. Who are you?
Well, hopefully your captor. Man, is he wounded? No, he's just got really distinct lines. Okay, attack. It was the way the shadow was hitting his face. Okay, let's see here. I think for this, I want to go ahead. Put Orgrand right there, and Davelin right there. And I think I'm even gonna take a Kenya and put her in charge of the Cav. Okay, let's see how this works out. Hopefully this doesn't really like disable them from applying their perks, the fact that they're mounted. I attacked, so it's going to be incumbent upon me to aggress. Ooh, that's... Our archers got, our crossbowmen got beat up. Three ranks deep seems good. Bring you over there. Right there.
Follow me!
Soldier, move forward! Warrior, onward! Soldier, I'll lead!
Okay, all the cav with me for right now. How are things shaping up where they're going to take refuge at? It looks like they do have hills, so some high ground.
Soldiers! Move out! Troops! Forward!
Something like that. We could even, well, I think we're a bit far away to set up on this hill. Yeah, they're really climbing. That thing must really go up. Yeah, it does.
Hear me!
Let's see, F10. There's not a way to really change the pitch, huh? Yeah, that makes things so much easier. Look, that gives you the little arrow vectors, because you can plot their movement if you want to, using, I think it's the Alt command, or maybe it's Shift, to queue up orders. Alright, well, they're in a good position. They got tree coverage. Wish I could just kind of pivot my army some. There's probably a way.
Troops! Arm shields! Warrior, spread the field! Shoot at will! Stand your ground!
Are we close enough to get kills? Yeah, it really doesn't seem like it. Well, there we go. I think
Cease shooting!
we're perhaps at the edge of our range.
Soldiers!
So let's get RTS camera going again and move everybody up to here. That's pretty close. That's right up on top of them. Okay, now I'm in free camera mode, so I can actually... Oh, there's the pivot. You use the mouse to pivot. Okay. So we can get right up on them and see how they're responding. And see, this is great for people like Tactical Enlightenment, whose whole idea is to be a field general, right? But I do think I understand Tailworld's position in that this is a medieval combat simulator. You're seeing things from the perspective of Caesar, not a 21st century drone, 3,200 feet up above the battlefield with an eagle-eye view. So I can see both ways, right? But we're going to hit F10 here. and my cav, I'm going to ask them to go attack the enemy cav. Now there should be other enemy cav, right? Well, looks like there's only one. Okay, well, we're going to go assist then, me and my companions. Well, actually, I'm going to let my companions just decide on... Oh, you know what? Do they have archers? No, I don't think they do. Get them! Oh, gosh. I thought I was on that one. Oh, yes, I got right between the field goal posts. Lanced that dude. He was situated right between two of my guys, so I had to thread the needle. That felt like a quarterback threading the needle, man. That was a good feeling. What do we got here? That's my guy. No, it's not. Is it? I can't tell. I think it was my guy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get back in the fight. And look, I mean, we're decimating them. I didn't even have time to really notice that. We really beat them up. Oh, that's there's let's F3 with F1 F3 with our infantry, and we did quite well there. And we should have captured Lucan. Yeah, he was wounded. Okay, so Acania had 2 kills, Devlin had 1, Ellie had 4, Gudenhelde had 2, Nizam had 1. I don't know what's going on with Olgernand. That guy doesn't get very many kills, even though he's really good. Taya had 1, so when it comes to level ups, +2 and +1. Obviously not as good as if you're just hitting looters, right? But that's all right. You are my prisoner now. Okay. Let's level up. We'll take Billmen. These footmen will become spearmen. Vlandian recruits. I need... Oh, I hit the wrong one there. I need... Let's get up to 90. The rest can be foot soldiers. 90. I didn't finish my thought there. 90 crossbowmen. We'll take a sergeant. Flipping 25 level ups here. That's almost the whole crew. 2 banner knights. Nice. Okay, grab all this stuff. Is there anything that's a level up? Tier 4? No, not really. Okay. Smash the top off and celebrate. Alright, we are going to Sargo to turn Lucan in as a prisoner of war. We're almost done with this episode. So yeah, I'm really just trying to figure out the most efficient way to get my companions' learning levels up and improve them in their combat skills. But once War Sales comes out, I think I'm gonna implement that different recruiting strategy where my companions will already be pretty strong in their because I'll recruit warriors and their combat skills. They'll be pretty strong there. I don't want to ransom here. I need to think. Go to the keep, go to the dungeon, donate prisoners. Lucan goes right there. All of the rest can be ransomed. Trade, tavern district. There we go. Okay. Trade. And also, whenever you start switching your strategy to recruit warriors first, suddenly that whole problem I felt like I was having where it was hard to find appropriate companions disappears because there's a lot of warriors. All right, we're good. All right, I got a skill point. Where am I going to put that? Because Aldrich is really kind of getting to the point that, like, what else does he need, you know? I guess I'll put it into one-handed. That's what I've been working on. I've been building that one up. Anybody else have anything? Yes, Davlin. I'm going to give Davlin another vigor point because it governs two skills that he uses, polearm and one-handed. And I'm going to give him an additional point in polearm, focal point. There's another one. Who was that? Akania. This is kind of a tough choice. Akania shoots her bow mostly. So I think I'm fine with her at 3 points of vigor. I might want to improve. I should. See, I'm tempted to just start stacking into leadership. I'm definitely putting this attribute point into social because I want that leadership skill to pick up. But I'm going to be disciplined and go against, I think, some bad coaching I've gotten before or that doesn't apply anymore. And I'm trying to go with Tactical Enlightenment's idea here. So what that says is it says take your party leaders and turn them into absolute serial killers. So I want to focus her combat. That's what I'm looking for. Well, that's barely any advancement. Criminy, man. I'm going to have to hit reset. And I think I've got to put an attribute point in here. And her focus point. Yeah, that's what I got to do. Okay, well. Aldrich, we have to redo his. What was it? It was one-handed. And Davlin, I stacked both into vigor. And I think that was it. Okay, hit done. All right. Well, let's hit save. And we will save over this one, ongoing one. And that'll be that, guys. So again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thanks for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I'll see you in the next episode where this story continues. It's you. You're half of you are mentally ill. The other half of you are sociopathic. You make trashy games that nobody wants to play, that's full of more sermons than it is good gameplay. It's your fault. Everybody hates you. Get used to this.
I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 No filter, I got no filter.
my side, the MAGA world order is loving this. We did this to you, by the way. And we want all the credit.